Welcome back, everybody. And I'm a little bit late to the news, around 11 hours. I hate that they update like at 1 a.m. my time at night. It's annoying, but it is what it is. So we got a little bit more info about the Strike Freedom, and the pilots, Kira and Afrin, along with the ship, the Eternal supporter. And it's not the full stat, it's just kind of what they do. Another sneak peek. I wish they would just throw in the stats, but whatever. I guess we'll see it later in game. I believe it's like around 7 more hours my time when they come out. I believe it comes out at 8 p.m. At least the Red Gundam did, but I don't know. So let's just read what the Strike Freedom does. This little snippet. It's an attacker type. See Destiny. Ooh, I'm getting a burp. Alright, my bad. Apologies. But, custom weapons. This is its EX weapon, the MAM21KF High Energy Beam Rifle, EX. Equipped with the first ever 5 range weapon power, 5500. The further you are from the enemy, the more damage you dealt. Inflict massive damage from outside the enemy's range, and this already reminds me of something that one certain suit that I threw shade at a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, a while ago, that I now realize is really good. We'll talk about it after we read the pilot. Also, it is a bonus unit for the Astray event that's about to come out at the same time. So, Gacha games usually do bonus units and all that. So it's not needed, obviously, but it'll help a little bit. So yeah, you get extra items and deal more damage to enemies, so keep that in mind. Everybody's going to roll for the Strike Freedom either way, rerolls and all that, so it won't be too hard to get this guy. And then the pilot, Yamato, see Destiny, attacker, 1 extra chance step guarantee because he's an attacker. Equipped with the first ever level 5 attack burst, increasing damage dealt to enemies by 25% upon character skill activation. That's only his first skill, by the way. We don't know his other 2 yet. I'll just say right now, since we're already here, he's basically just a Salzabi, but the AU version, except slightly better. Long range 5 attack with 5500 funnels and all that. Yeah, he's just Salzabi, but AU. Also, the pilot Char has the same attack skill. Right here, attack burst level 4, except slightly worse, 20% instead of 25%. So yeah, they're both basically the same thing. It's just Salzabi Char, but AU slightly better. So yeah, if you want an example of how this unit is probably gonna play, just gonna play like the Salzabi, which is still really good. I threw shade at the Salzabi a while ago. I realized the error of my ways, and I'm going to assume this is going to be just as good as the Salzabi, if not even more better. So that is Kira and Justice. Strike Freedom, not a lot. Again, these are more previews, but whatever, it's something. Here is the Justice. Also, I just want to correct myself on something I said on my last video. Strike Freedom is limited, the Justice is not. So that one guy that hit me with the actually, well, we're both half wrong. Justice is not limited. It is going to be added in the premium banner later. In the trailer, it does not show it's limited. Only the Strike Freedom is limited, so keep that in mind. Everyone's going to get the Strike Freedom anyway, so it's whatever. So if you don't get Justice, don't feel too bad about it, because it will be added to the premium banner later. So, Seed Series, durability, it's a tank. The Photon EX is its EX weapon, at least that's easier to pronounce. Introducing a unit equipped with 4 range weaponry that reduces enemy attack by 25%, always good. A first among units in the Alton series tag. Didn't Barbados have that? I don't know, I need to check. Comes with phase shift armor, reducing taking a physical weapon by 30%, that's already very good. I believe the Eternal Road missions are going to be all beam though, so I don't think it'll help too much there, the phase shift armor. I still believe it's going to be an amazing tank, especially in the Astray event and the Eternal Road missions that we'll probably get soon. I think it'll only be tanking like the Astra's attacks, because that's the only unit I could think of with physical and seed. There's not a lot of units with physical in the seed verse, so Afronzala, Gundam Seed, also tank. One extra supported defense guarantee. That's with, because it's a UR. Equipped it with level 3 hip repair, restoring 50% HP upon character skill activation. Already seems pretty busted. A must run if you're running a tank. And then you can use like, I don't know, a ship skill. Like I don't know, this right here. This new supporter skill, we'll talk about it in a little bit. So that's basically 50% HP, and then the new supporter skill, tag one-shot killer. I don't know if Justice will be there. It didn't really like one-shot much, but I guess it could be there. All stats receive a 30% boost under the one-shot killer tag. That's more than the usual 25%. The support skills also restore HP of allies within range. Guess who's already, restoring HP? This guy. So he's gonna be pretty tanky if you run this ship with him, But I don't know how much the hip is, but hopefully it's pretty good. Make him almost immortal, so invest in those tank stacks, I suppose. Imagine him with dupes, the Justice and him. That's gonna be a pretty tanky boy indeed. But yeah, that is about it. Like I said, not a lot. But it's a small preview. The banners come out in a little bit, like 7 hours ish. So I might live stream it. We'll talk about everything there. There's a lot to cover. I still need to cover the Astra event, the freebies. And my OBS was having problems, and it's kind of old news by now. It was on the 24th, so not sure if I should still cover it when the event comes out later, but we will see. I guess I'll still cover it. Why not? But yeah, that's about it, guys. Take care.